So welcome back.
Welcome back.
To reactions to TribeTwelve. That's gonna be weird saying that, but best get used to it.
Reactions to TribeTwelve, Keegan, Erica, and Chad.
I guess. I don't know why. Why would I have a theme song?
Because you invited the musical person. There you go.
I don't need a theme song.
You have a theme song, and it's gonna change it. That's why I'm here. I break into song.
Submission 3.
So, submission number 2 kind of figured out the pacing of this. Interesting story. We'll keep going with submission number 3, which is about 4 minutes long. So there is footage on this tape I did not film. Right before footage of day 2, there is something else.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
So Milo turned on the camera and recorded something at night.
Because that's what normal kids his age do.
Wow, we already.
Well, hey.
Okay, so he grabbed the camera, has
Milo, why are you blinding me with the night vision?
Alright. So...
Right there.
What?
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything either.
Did nobody else see the eyes in the mirror? Right there.
His eyes?
His own eyes?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to rewind. I did this a few times when Marble Hornets happened, and I thought there was something, but...
Or.
Okay.
Right there. On his left-hand side. Okay, we'll go back forward a little bit more, because there's still a little more before you...
There's nothing.
Okay.
Okay, but no, go forward just a little bit more.
Go forward a little bit more. Oh!
Right there!
That's just a lens flare.
No, it's not.
It's just a lens flare. It's not...
It could... Yeah, I could interpret it as eyes.
Who would be standing there? Slender Man doesn't have eyes. He doesn't have a face.
Well, Nasty was in Marble Hornets. Could be the same thing.
Anyways.
I doubt it because he turns around and no one's there. So in the 2 seconds, unless they have the power of teleportation, which only Slender Man has, it's just a lens flare. It's just a lens flare on the mirror. It's nothing. See, look, no one's there. There's nowhere to hide for anybody.
Anywho.
It's nobody. It was a lens flare. Milo certainly thinks there's somebody in the room.
Milo's just crazy.
Why is he trying to be super stealthy? Oh.
That's what?
That's some distortion going. In all fairness, I think what's actually going on here, if I remember correctly, is Milo's just going to the kitchen to take some meds.
Well...
And he's just, you know...
Paranoid?
Yeah. Or he might just be, you know...
We can't see anything out there.
Oh yeah, you could. A little bit.
Oh, a little bit, but not
Yeah,
enough.
but the problem
Alright,
is-
well...
Oh, that was him coughing. Why doesn't he just turn on the light if no one's in the kitchen?
I don't know. Atmosphere, I guess. Make more dramatic when this happens.
So Milo himself was thinking, it'll be more dramatic if I don't turn on the lights.
See, he needs those soundproof drawers.
I can't see.
Yeah, it's...
Luckily, it's been a while since I've seen this.
saw the tie.
You saw the time.
So this lasts for several minutes before Sunday begins, so he must have gotten up to take his medication.
You're right.
I don't know why he took my camera with him. This footage worries me.
It probably should.
His paranoia was way worse than I thought.
It doesn't look like it's just paranoia.
The severe distortion is also really strange. I don't know what he was running from, but whatever it was terrified him. Okay, so again, like I suspected, Slenderman follows Milo.
The world we create energy
Another
in is
advertisement.
the same world we create energy for.
YouTube, you know?
Are you trying
Good
to
thing
be, are
you
you
don't
trying to
have
be
any ads
relatable?
of yours,
Are you trying to be
huh?
relatable with the kids?
I'm not, I'm just...
YouTube, am I right?
What kids? YouTube's been around forever. Anyways. So... I'm not exactly sure how the mythology of the Slenderman in TribeTwelve differs from Marble Hornets. It seems like everything's pretty much the same.
I guess it's not that big of a spoiler. This one, they actually do try to attempt to do the tentacles, because you know how in the mythology in the
actual mythology
he has tentacles, and Marble Hornets didn't do that because
never did that, I guess.
But the Terry concerns, this one does.
Well, no.
Two mixed points. Sometimes it looks really good. Sometimes it looks really bad.
Yeah, I do remember that. In the original mythology that Marble Hornets based their stuff on, Slenderman had, like, dark, like, shadow tentacles or something.
I can see that. I can see it being
as well as abnormally long arms.
That I knew. I knew about the long arms.
He has a normal, well, yeah. In Marble Hornets, he can stretch his arms to really long lengths to grab some people. He does that in Season 3. I'm not going to explain much more than that. Okay. He does do that. So, I guess it was as far as they were willing to go in terms of the tentacle stuff. Okay, so I guess they're going to stick tentacles. So, that'll be interesting to see when it happens. Tentacles. I don't know if I'm just... I don't know if I'm just so used to Marble Hornets that whenever all this stuff happens, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's not scaring me right now. It's not... Because I know how Milo's story ends, and because I know what's basically going to happen, there's no stakes right now.
Well, okay, that's...
I think it's more due to the fact that you already know who Slenderman is.
And I already know, like, the monster, so it's like...
Marble Hornets at least kind of had the sense that that's how I was introduced to Slenderman, so I was kind of like...
Yeah, so that was kind of... That was the scary thing.
See, I'm still kind of a newbie to Slenderman, so it's not so much, like, the actual stuff that scares me, because once the actual stuff happens, I'm like, okay, it's happening. It's the fact that I'm sitting there, staring at it, waiting for something to happen, and I'm like, that was the thing! Was that a thing? No, it was a lens flare.
Yeah, the anticipation is... They have the anticipation set up, but for now, until the story progresses to a point where there's more depth to it, I'm going to... I'm still kind of on the fence. This is definitely interesting. I'm enjoying it a lot more than Everyman Hybrid, don't get me wrong. I'm just curious... I'm curious to see how the story goes as it continues. So, for now, I guess...
Chicken bone.
I think I get all the meat off.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's everything.
That's everything we can all think of?
Yeah.
Alright then.
Yeah.
See you on submission number 4.
That's gonna be my thing.
It's gonna be your thing?
That's it.
At the end, to signal? The hat thing?
The hat thing.
Hat
I'll
thing.
just make sure I'm always wearing a hat. And it'll be a different hat.